episode 108. We're back. There's our little
2-week
hiatus.
2-week vacation.
Nobody was, put on suspension for drugs right here.
We did not fail the wellness policy of Top Rope Reality.
And we didn't knock around nobody either.
No women were abused in the situation.
Just you most of the time. So,
yes.
This is episode 108 of Top Rope Reality. Mike Hogan.
And I am Justin Kyle.
And let's get talking about some of the news that happened while we were away.
Yes.
Some late breaking news.
Late breaking news. The WWE has suspended Roman Reigns.
The big guy.
No, that's not the big guy.
The
big guy is...
he's the top dog, excuse me.
The guy.
He's the guy. He's not the bad guy. He's not a good guy. He's just the guy who breaks the wellness policy.
Because the bad guy is Ryback. He ain't come back.
Reigns, no, he is not. We shall have that information shortly about him being gone.
This Reigns, I don't know what he did to violate it, but he definitely violated it. But, I actually was listening to a, a shoot interview, and somebody I think it was Hornswoggle actually, because, he got suspended one time for that. Mm-hmm. And he said that, he got upset because the way they worded it made it look like he actually failed a drug test. And he's like, dude, I got kids at home. I don't want nobody sitting here thinking I'm on drugs. Come to find out, if you do not pee in a certain amount of time, that's a fail.
Wow.
They give you a certain amount of time to pee. And he said that he could not pee because he apparently didn't have enough water or drink or anything in the system. And so they failed him. That's stupid, though.
That is stupid, but hey, if it's in the policy, they gotta know it.
Better have a full bladder every day, all day, because you never know what's gonna happen.
That's right. They gonna snatch you and get you.
And then, of course, Jerry Lawler was arrested and suspended by the WWE.
And I mean, he was when he got arrested. They said you are indefinitely suspended.
Indefinitely suspended until further notice upon further investigation. But, ladies and gentlemen, the good news is he's been reinstated because charges were dropped. They were dismissed by the courts July the 1st.
Yep. And he's back on. I mean, immediately he's back on. And
so now we don't have to listen to David Otunga on SmackDown. Because I listened to that on YouTube. I was not impressed.
And let's say it's where they want to go.
Was not impressed.
I
don't know if you watched the whole thing or not.
No, I haven't watched all of it, but David Otunga, I know, yes.
He'll put you to sleep, buddy.
Why didn't they get Corey Graves?
I think they're holding back and waiting until after the draft to have him around, which I'm fine with that.
Yes.
I'm okay with that. Don't just dumb it down to, he's on there until Lawler comes back and now he's gone again. No.
Now back to Superstars with your 2 matches.
That's what David Otunga's doing.
That's what I'm talking about for David Otunga. Back to
Superstars. That's what I said. And Main Event. He's on both of those.
Oh, wow.
He's doing both.
Yay for David
Otunga. A total of, 5 or 6 matches a week. And
well, you're already over counting, aren't you?
I think they do, Main Event, they do 4 matches.
Wow.
Seriously.
Shocking.
This past time when I read the spoilers, it was like 3 to 4 matches, and they were nothing but tag matches.
Shocking.
Each one.
There must have been no Raw rebound or no SmackDown talk. They must have been
5-minute matches.
Shocking.
But
this is NXT?
Probably. But not NXT.
No,
don't want to hurt their feelings. In TNA Impact Wrestling news,
TNA
Smashing Pumpkins frontman Billy Corgan, also general manager, commissioner, something of TNA, whatever he is, has purchased a minority ownership of TNA Wrestling.
He loves wrestling.
He loves his wrestling, so he's putting his money where his mouth is, ladies and gentlemen, and he is making sure, I guess, that TNA keeps afloat.
For now.
For now, until his money runs out.
Yeah, you can only put so much into a company and it's going to...
Yes, because if you don't get anything in return, then what's the point in putting any kind of money at stake, It's called...
TV revenue, pay-per-view revenue, house show revenue. If you ain't getting it, then you ain't getting no revenue.
They don't do house shows.
That ain't very good.
They don't tour at all anymore. All they do is TV tapings and pay-per-view tapings. That's it.
And then cut their talent off from doing other independent bookings.
Right? Isn't that weird? You get to sit at home as long as you pay me. I mean, I'd be okay with that as long as they pay me.
They don't pay, though.
Exactly. I have a hard time feeding my family, then I'm leaving.
I'm just living off your, and you film a month in advance, and then I'm sitting home doing nothing. I can take bookings and make more money.
Exactly. But in more TNA news.
More TNA news, yeah.
They have announced their 2016 inductee into their prestigious TNA Hall of Fame.
How prestigious is it?
They got Sting. They got Angle. They got the Dudley Boys. They got Jeff Jarrett. And they've got the very first ever referee to go into a Wrestling Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, unless the NWA Hall of Fame has whatever the guy's name was in the NWA that was a really good referee. He was with Crockett Promotions. I can't remember.
Oh, yes.
No, you know Tommy Young. Tommy Young. I don't know if he may be in a Hall of Fame, but they don't really look at NWA much. No, but anyway. So they beat WWE to the punch, and they put Earl Hebner in the Hall of Fame before they could put a referee in the Hall of Fame. That's what they were trying to do. That's all they were trying to do.
That's all they're trying to do.
And they put Sting in the Hall of Fame before WWE could do it.
And Kurt Angle.
They put Kurt Angle in there before WWE would do it. And they put Jarrett in there before WWE did it. And they put the Dudleys in there before WWE did it.
And now they're going to put Gail Kim in before WWE can do it.
Because they probably won't.
No, I don't think they will. No.
I think there's a lot of sour grapes there. And
major sour grapes.
If you combine her 2 runs in WWE, it really is not that big of a deal.
No.
So it's not really Hall of Fame worthy if you look at her 2 runs in WWE.
I mean, hey, more power to her. Good congratulations. She'll be the only person going in the Hall of Fame because they're going to do like 1.
Right.
Well, will they do? Will she get the big treatment of a dinner and stuff, or will she just get you're in the ring?
Like they did with Jarrett?
Yeah.
So stupid.
Now that will tell the tale against the big old Bound For Glory weekend.
That will take place Bound For Glory weekend in October. And then here's the big rumor coming out of the weekend. I'm excited about it.
Yeah. I think he can still go.
One of the participants from the Cruiserweight Classic, Mr. Tajiri, Yoshihiro Tajiri, signed a new contract with the WWE. Stay on after the Classic is over with.
Right.
That's pretty awesome. Okay.
Yes.
That's pretty doggone awesome. And I just read he's 45.
Yep.
Woo!
Help the talent.
45! It's no longer about age in that company anymore, is it?
No.
I guess when they look at people like Undertaker and Triple H and they're like, oh, well, they can go, so it's not that big of a deal.
Your name, you put over our younger talent, and that's all that matters. Which is fun. I mean, Tajiri's there to put over, I mean, do you see him win a title? No. Do you see him being a comedy act? Sometimes, if he's around Regal.
Right.
Because they work well
I don't know if you saw that video on YouTube or not. That was hilarious.
I did not.
Regal was standing there at the front desk of the Performance Center, and he was waiting on Tajiri to come in.
Oh.
Tajiri walks in the front door, and Tajiri comes in and gives him a hug, and Regal, you know his famous facial expressions, and he's looking at the camera like he's all angry, and Tajiri's looking at him like, yeah, that's great! Speaking Japanese and everything, and he's all excited or whatever, and then he's like leading him out the door, like to go into the Performance Center. As Tajiri's going into the Performance Center, turns around, looks at the camera people again. He's like so angry, and it's so funny because that's how they used to work well together, you know.
Yes.
The facial expressions and and Tajiri having no clue what's going on because he's Japanese and doesn't understand what's going on. It's great.
And if he's down in NXT, it'll be good. If he's on SmackDown or Raw, it'll be fine. You know, he's just there to take a beating. Right. They have no title for him to win, so he's not winning. He's not winning any title. So, well, let's go on to talk about what happened at Money in the Bank. Since I know we're coming on Battleground now with Money in the Bank, had 2 pre-show matches where the Golden Truth beat Breezango with their sunburn. So you know.
Yeah, they just didn't put the sunburn on the back. They didn't like.
No. Very weird.
It was very weird. Then we had the Dudleys losing to the Lucha Dragons, just like with the Tajiri situation, putting over the younger talent. But with a talent like the Dudley Boys, they could still go. Yeah. I don't agree with them losing every week.
No.
Because then it does take away from, you know, their ability to be over, but also put people over.
Right.
It's like you want to give them a chance. You want to make them look good still by winning matches.
And it must have been some tag team specialist who set this card up because we had 2 tag team matches pre-show, and the first match on the pay-per-view, or network special, was for the WWE World Tag Team Championship, the Fatal 4-Way. As you had New Day defend against the Club, Enzo and Cass, and the Vaudevillains.
Yes.
Very good match.
Very good match. There was just a little bit of miscommunication at the very end there.
Yes.
But it worked out in the end, either way.
Yeah, New Day retains.
New Day retains.
They're breaking. They're going to go to break that record before they lose. So.
Well, they had to do combined record to beat the record.
Yeah, they're doing combined record to beat the record.
That's stupid.
But they're going for Kendrick and London's record, not Demolition's.
Ah. But either way, that Kendrick and London's was one reign.
Yes.
I think they should only go by one reign.
Yes, you're right.
That's stupid. They're trying to erase people's records by combining. Well, you had 12 title reigns and they equaled this one reign here, so you did better than
that
them.
way, see when they do that, then Roman Reigns can beat CM Punk's record.
That's so stupid. The second match of the actual pay-per-view, Dolph Ziggler lost to Baron Corbin, and I think it's finally over.
I hope it's finally over. I mean,
Dolph usually works well with everybody, but to me, this story was boring.
Yeah, it's time for Dolph to go find somebody else. It's time for Baron Corbin to go find somebody else. So let's get these two apart.
Very true.
Up next, we have the women's tag team match as Charlotte and Dana Brooke took on Becky Lynch and Natalya.
Yes.
And we had, what you think in the tag match, the good girls were going to beat the champion
You would think?
and her partner because
To
no
lead
titles
to-
in line.
To
Yes.
lead to another title match.
But Charlotte and Dana picked up the win, and then Natalya turned on Becky.
Yes.
Can Becky ever find a partner that doesn't turn on her?
I don't think so.
That's her resume. Hey, I get a tag team partner, well, they turn on me.
I think she just needs to be a loner.
She does need to be a loner.
Your fourth match on the pay-per-view, Sheamus lost to Apollo Crews, again putting over the new generation.
Oh yes, it was very good. And we had one of the matches everybody's talked about, everybody loves, everybody wants to see. It's a WrestleMania style match.
It's a new age match. Yeah, okay.
It's John Cena versus AJ Styles.
It's new generation.
Never thought we'd see it.
They're 3 months apart from each other in their age, but it's a new generation match.
And we had where Cena accidentally knocked down the referee. Always happens.
Of course.
And one little boot to the face, the referee goes down for 50 minutes. The club come down, which, hey, the club wasn't supposed to be down there. They come down there, and they land Magic Killer on Cena.
Yes.
And Styles scores the win to beat John Cena, like always. How many times has John Cena lost cleanly? Not very many.
No, CM Punk, Danny Bryan. I think that's what.
I think you're right.
Because we talked about this before. Oh, of course. Got to do it for the Raw.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Money in the Bank ladder match. Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho. He invented the match, remember?
Yes.
Dean Ambrose and Alberto Del Rio.
And, oh, wait a minute. Was that just 6?
It was 6.
They didn't have an extra person in there? Made no reason why that extra person in there?
No extra person. They
Wow,
kept it even
even.
to where you didn't have an odd number fight.
If somebody slaps on the back of the head and go, hey, let's go even here. This one person extra makes no damn sense.
Right. And your winner and the new 2016 Money in the Bank contract winner is Dean Ambrose in a very good match.
Oh, yes. I believe he'll hold the case for a while.
Oh, of course.
Yes, he'll just carry that thing like luggage. May even cash into WrestleMania.
Right.
Our next match for the United States Championship as Rusev defeated Titus O'Neil. So, you know, and they're still having a battle.
On Father's Day, which was bad.
Yeah, it was. But they're having another match for the title this Monday on Raw, so.
Not a battleground?
Nope, that's Monday.
Stupid.
I know.
Yes, we love seeing everybody face each other every week, and then also on pay-per-views.
Yeah.
It totally makes sense.
But maybe if Titus wins on 4th of July, which we should have forgot to tell everybody, 4th of July weekend. But
It is. Happy 4th of July.
maybe Titus beats him on 4th of July, and then there'll be a rematch at Battleground. So.
Weird. Either that or there's a DQ or a count out or something.
There's already been those already, pretty much.
Your 8th match was the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns, your champion, taking on Seth Rollins, and we thought, oh, it's just like AJ, he's just going to put over Roman Reigns because he's the guy.
That's right.
But ladies and gentlemen, the winner and the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins, he was rebuilt and he reclaimed.
For 2 minutes.
For 2 minutes, as this is what happened next.
The next match was for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which they'll change that now.
Yes, I heard they already did.
Yes. As Seth had to put his title on the line against Dean, who cashed in and became the new World Heavyweight Champion.
What? That's insane.
But it was great.
It was great.
Finally, something fell the way it needed to be.
It was different.
But of course, then we find out that
The only reason it happened was because Roman is...
But he's going to be back for the pay-per-view.
Right.
So they're still plugging it.
Still get the triple threat.
Still got triple threat.
Even though he will not be on the go-home shows, he will not be there to build up anything. So that's why they did the way they did it on Raw, just to make it look like there was going to be a few extra people
I'd rather
in the
been
match.
a few extra people in the match.
It would have been an interesting way to keep the feud going that was going to be in the match.
That's right. You save the triple. You save the Shield members till SummerSlam.
Oh, look at you, this guy right here.
You take him out, make it a fatal four-way. Dean, Seth, AJ, and John. Come on, that's a main
You have
event.
two feuds, combine them together.
Put the
then you
title on the
got a
line.
Exactly. And then Dean keeps the belt. Then you keep the Cena and the AJ thing going for SummerSlam. And then you have your triple threat now at SummerSlam as well.
Because if he's free to come back, he can come back after Dean retains the title.
And come in and
He can come in and attack Dean.
Boom!
He can attack Dean and Seth. It'll help her, you know.
But
But
instead,
it right
you're
to
still gonna
Seth,
triple
instead
threat.
keep him in there, and he better not. He shouldn't win the title because that'd be.
He
that's,
should not
that's a
win the
slap in
title.
face of the-
Redemption.
That's a slap in the face. Of a lot of people who do not get kicked out with the wilderness policy.
Right.
So that'd
Yep.
be a
You go right back to the same spot you were in. That ain't really right, but it is what it is. But that is going to be it for part number 1.
I believe if that happens, we may have our Carter's Corner and a Hogan's Hangout.
That's probably true, but episode 108, part 1 is in the books.
It's in the books. Come back for part 2 as we're on a pay-per-view review, and we're starting with the Super Brawl.
Super Brawl.
Just talked about it. I like the way Super Brawl is. I looked it over. So we're going to do Super Brawl. We're going to do one, Super Brawl 1, Super Brawl 2, and Super Brawl 3
And ladies
this
and
week.
gentlemen, if you enjoyed Giant Gonzalez, then you better stick around for part number 2. Because Giant Gonzalez will be making an appearance.
So will Oz.
Ugh.
So,
Ah.
so I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm just a cow.
We'll see you in a few clicks for Super Brawl. WCW.
Where the big boys play.